Global Violence by Chase Tattlehofer, Aidan Pons, Jared Noble, and Jameer Bassard. We're going to be talking about the dangers of global violence and the important issues that need to be heard by others about global violence around the world. There are many different types of violences. For example, there are 9 main types of violence that we all know today: physical, sexual, emotional, psychological, spiritual, cultural, and financial violence. Physical violence is when someone uses their body to control or object to control their options. Sexual assault is when someone is forced to have sexual intercourse. It is also the main form of violence and is a global problem. It is at an uprising and nearly 20 people per minute are being physically abused.
Cultural violence is when an individual is hurt from practicing their culture, and verbal violence or abuse is when someone uses language to harm others. These kinds of abuse can affect especially kids for a long amount of time. It may affect how they say and think about things. Violence can ruin people's mental health, especially in emotional violence or abuse. It can really affect the body. It causes stress, and stress can lead to many health problems like high blood pressure, heart diseases, and more. Global violence is a big issue and needs to be stopped. It can affect kids at a young age and make them act out. Many people can tell when there are problems at home because the kids stand out and have effects on other kids. Also, cultural violence may have affects people's cultural, as it can say the same thing about verbal, financial, and even spiritual violence. All have their effects. Now that we talked about violence, let's talk about how we can stop it. There are many ways we can contain violence, like step up for others, talk about your problems to others, and contact authorities.